everybody? It's your girl Nisha, aka Nisha the Voice, coming in for another edition of Industry Conversations One-on-One. My boy is back.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I've been locked up.
You stupid. Gates,
Yes.
I swear, it's great to have you back with me. You've been gone for a couple of weeks, and I just want to say that it's great to have you back with me on the show. Being your normal, usual self, funny
Yes.
self.
Thank you.
So
I'm glad. I'm so proud of you. You was holding down the fort. I'll tell you this: anybody that got hit with COVID, they know how it is. It wasn't just being sick; it was like a mental. Cause I was just sitting up there on the sideline, like, one minute I had like, it might not be me feeling bad. It was just like I mentally just felt like I couldn't do something. So I could be laying on the couch. I'm like, dang, I forgot I can walk. It'd be little stuff like that. I'm like, wow, like I can't be thinking so hard to go somewhere. And
right.
that's how it was. Like the thinking process, and of course, like can't be around people, the isolation, I was in my own little prison. Being home, but it was a prison.
Right. I feel you. But I'm just glad you're here. And, for anybody that has actually gone through COVID, just make sure that you do take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, it's a process, especially for those that have a bad case of it. So I'm just glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to have you here.
I'm glad to see you. I'm just happy. I was looking at the show. I'm like, oh, she got it going. She got it going. No, I was really being Arsenio Hall, like, yeah. So I was like, okay, this is great.
Definitely. Well, without further ado, we have our special guest tonight. Queen Koleurz is in the building with us tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and just bring her in the room.
Yes.
Hey, hello. Girl, how are you?
Hey.
I'm good. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good. So, first and foremost, I took the opportunity to read your bio today. So, you've been in this industry for quite some time. You have opened up for some greats, even before. So, you've been on a lot of festivals as well. She's originally from Nigeria, so that is amazing.
Yes.
And I saw some of your show footage as well. You are a performer. You incorporate all of your culture into R&B, jazz, Afrobeat, things of that nature. And I think that's very unique, because that's what's needed right now in the industry.
Yeah.
My first question, of course, is where does your influence come from? Because you have all these entities that goes into, your performance. And I was like, oh my God, it was like you took an old school song and just revamped it and just did your own thing to it. So where did your influence come from?
Combination of artists like Patti LaBelle. I would say more of people like India Irie, a little bit of Rihanna, a little bit of because it's a mixture of Christina Essien. She's a Nigerian artist. A little bit of Maria Makeba. She's another South African artist, and a little bit of Mary J. with a twist. With a twist of Alicia Keys and Africa.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta also say when I mention India Irie, I'm thinking more of neo soul, so Jill Scott stylish. So I combine all of that, yes, plus jazz, of course.
Yeah, and I definitely heard that, especially in your music, and just as well as in your stage presence. And my second question for you is, even when we talk about the culture, Afro beats have expanded.
Yeah.
Now, TikTok, all this other stuff are pretty much bringing the culture forward. A lot of new dances, a lot of new challenges. So how do you feel about the culture? Everybody express it, embracing the culture now in the industry.
So wow. I think it's beautiful because what it pardon me, what it's doing is bringing the whole world together. And when I started Afrobeat, I believe that it was just very few artists that even knew what Afrobeat meant. At the time I started Afrobeat was I I actually started singing when I was little, very little. My first public public performance or presentation, I was 5 years old. I was
Wow.
in an adult um choir singing adult songs to the adults, and I was the only little girl in the middle of the whole stage, like, and I don't even know why they did that. But that was me. And the only way I did learn the songs was because I used to sneak into the rehearsal rooms. You know, I would go to rehearsal with my mom, and while I'm hanging out with the kids, I'll leave the kids and sneak into the rehearsal room, and then I learned all the songs. So one day they were rehearsing, heard me singing it, and said, "Come on, oh, you know all these songs? Come stand there with the band." So that was the beginning of it. So my influence, my number one influence, actually, is my mother.
Mm.
She's a music teacher. She plays different instruments. She's older now, and she's no longer she's retired, but she's everything to me. You know, that's where I got all that from. And that would be more like the combination of all the genres is just because because I'm Nigerian, and then I have my daughter is El Salvadorian Panamanian, and then my husband is Trinidadian. So
Wow.
you can give me the whole world. Okay, I'll figure it out.
Wow.
I
Yes.
love it. Like I love all the combination of the different cultures.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
you know, and I know you get asked this a lot in just reading your bio, but I just want the viewers to hear you break it down because your name actually have both of them.
Yeah.
Colors and Colucci has a meaning to it. So can you tell
Yeah.
the viewers about your name and what it means?
Yeah, so I know there's a bio running around in the internet as well, which I it's hard to get stuff off if you need to correct them, but it's okay. So Koleurz is Koleurz, and it's derived from Ko is Igbo. So my original language is Igbo. Uh, Koleurz, Ko is somebody that has a lot to tell, has a lot of stories. Le, which is Leur, comes from French, which the Igbo language is also a language that Haitians actually came from Igbo land. Majority of Haitians came from Igbo land, and when they speak, you can actually hear some things that we have in a few languages or a few words we have in common. And then the RZ is the English. So colors means somebody that has a lot to say. It's also attributed to the 7 colors of the rainbow. Seven, and so because of the versatility of my music and my name, everything comes together. So colors is someone that has a lot to say, and saying it in different tongues. And then Colucci means tell it to God. So it's Colors Colucci.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love I love
thank you.
it. I love it. And then even like in your performance pieces and what I've seen, what tell me, can you go in I guess like tell me what it's like for preparing for your performances because you're performing a different audiences. You're performing actually for those you know, contemporary R&B, then you're also performing for festivals, Haitian festivals, etc. So how do you, you know, differentiate between the two? What do you do to prepare?
Yeah.
Because you know those, it's very easy to kind of be like, okay, I got to prepare a show for this crowd, prepare a show for this crowd.
I know.
You know,
So,
walk me through that.
oh my goodness. Okay, so pretty much I'm also I'm also the queen of Ikenga Royal African Village. My father happens to be a chief. Ikenga is a real village in Nigeria, Ogidi, Anambra State. And my father happens to be a chief in this village as well. There's a couple of chiefs, but they're chief elders. So he's one of them, and it's also to the compound. So he's 98, and he's older. He's also a my father was the director for African American Studies at Delphi University, so he's very cultural. Before he retired from Adelphi, he did a lot of presentations. You know, of course, he writes books which are used. So his books are used right now in a lot of colleges for African studies and African American studies. And before that, he used to do a lot of presentations. So now that he's older, he can no longer move around that much. So what I do is represent him, and that's where the Queen Colors comes from. So I represent him to maybe like festivals, symposiums, presentations, conferences, and because it's all about culture, we come in that whole garb that you saw with the village. Now, when we do those shows, most of the shows, those shows are cultural. It's a lot of cultural music, a lot of drumming and dancing. We also wear a royal escort. So pretty much what we do is like when, say, for instance, the last time that we did Ted Green, we were invited to the governor's mansion in New Jersey to do a presentation. So let's say if somebody like a king or a governor or a senator, somebody that is influential is having an event, we come like coming to America. I have to explain this. So we come with the queen, the king, the dancers, the singers, the whole crew, the whole village, the king's men, the maidens. We come in a whole, like about 30 to 50 people, and we walk you to the podium. So we bring you, we it's called an outing. So we bring you out to the public, just like coming to America, but in real life, and this is a real village. Yes. So we do a lot of presentations. We actually have one coming up, which is one of the ones you saw for the Haitian Culture Day, which is May 13th. The village is going to come out, and the village, we do a lot of parades. We come out for a lot of parades, a lot of festivals. We do a whole presentation. Sometimes we just do a walk, but most of the time we do a presentation which includes singing, dancing, drumming. We teach about the village, and of course, it takes a village to raise a child, and that's one of our very, very, very famous chants. Now that's the village. Now, when I'm not doing the village, I have a band called Sounds of Colors. It's either Sounds of Colors or Colors Band or Colucci Band, and or Colors Vibes. So sometimes, because it's crazy. I gotta say this because sometimes I'm called and they tell me, "Oh, we just want jazz, no singing, or no, not too much singing." So when it's jazz, it's a different band. Okay. When it's jazz, it's a different band. A band that plays everything is Sounds of Colors. So Sounds of Colors plays Afrobeat, R&B, reggae, jazz, and soca.
Okay.
We combine all that. So for each
I'm a big fan of soca.
For each presentation, I got to decide, okay, what are we playing here? Afrobeat, so we got to dress appropriate. R&B, jazz, it's a different look. But sometimes we do a show that combines everything, So we have a show May 12th at Silvana, and it's going to combine everything.
Love it. I love it. And even, with everything that you have going on the musical side, you're also a director of Lucky Babes. So tell me about Lucky Babes. Like, what is that all about?
Oh gosh. All right. So Lucky Babes is a parent company for Blaze the Mic NY, Ikenga Royal African Village, Blaze the Mic, radio and TV. Lucky Babes is a company we started 2003, maybe around then, 2003 about, and we're like booking. So we do a lot of bookings for models, cooks, waitresses, waiters, a bar help, anybody that would be in entertainment, DJs. dancers, anybody that will be in a festival, drummers, stilt dancers, carnival girls, because we also are part of the we're also part of the Miami Carnival.
Okay.
And then we do a lot of carnivals out in New York as well. Like it's just so many of them. The Labor Day parade, we just got officially added on.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I just found that out. So we got officially added on to Labor Day for this year, which is going to be awesome. And so pretty much it's a combination of everything. And when we do the festivals, when we do the soca festivals, or no, it doesn't even have to be soca, it could be any. When we do the festivals, the whole village comes out in a village garb. Now the band itself, when we do the band, sometimes we do cultural music with the band as well. So we bounce off back and forth off of each other, if that answers your question.
Yes, yes, it does. It's unique within itself, but it's a lot of work because you have so many different things that's into this consulting agency. So
They say
that's
I'm
a
a
lot
worker.
of work.
I know they say I'm a workaholic, but sometimes it's not really that I'm a workaholic. It's just that I get bored fast.
Right, I get it.
I
I
get
get
bored
it.
fast. I got to be doing something,
I
you
get
know.
it. Yeah.
And maybe sometimes it's not that good. You got to rest. I don't know
Yes.
how to rest. That I have to learn.
Yeah. So I know 2023 has just started. So what can we expect from Colors Kaluchi going in for the rest of 2023?
Oh wow! By the grace of God, I got to put this out there. There's an initiative. So Blaze the Mic NY. We also have Blaze the Mic Radio and Blaze the Mic TV. We broadcast out of Twitch, YouTube, Roku. We're getting into Amazon Fire, TV and radio.
Okay.
And then, but there's this project that we just started, or that we're working with. Will, the bad boy trainer, he is he's a curator for New York State Skating Society. So there is this project right now, which is Guns for Grants. Guns for Grants is is one of the projects that we're doing, where if you know anybody that has a gun and they are of college age, if they can turn that gun in without any extras, we're not asking no extra questions, nothing. They turn it in, they actually get full paid scholarship for college. And this is combined. This is actually an initiative from St. John's College.
Okay.
So yes. So the whole thing is in collaboration with Will, the bad boy trainer. So anybody that you know that's interested, all they got to do is shoot a email to Blaze the Mic NY1, which is BLAZETHEMICNY1 at gmail.com. And we don't ask any questions. Just bring that gun in, and we'll take your name and your information, and we'll make sure that you get that college scholarship. That's one of the projects that we're doing. If you don't have, if you're not planning on going to college yet, and you're just trying to get a GED, we have an affiliation with World Ebony Network. World Ebony Network is an organization out of DC. And right now we have an initiative with them where anybody can go on our website, or go on, call us or email us if they're interested in doing a GED class online. We help them out. You get your GED. So guess what? If you got a gun, you want to get your GED, turn your gun in and go to college. It works, right? Simple.
That's a great trade.
Yeah, but it might sound complicated, but it's serious. If you don't have a GED, you're older, or you want your GED and you want to take your time to do it at your own pace online, we'll help you get there. And then if you have any guns or know anybody that has a gun, or there's something that you want to turn in and talk about, speak to us, and then we'll make that happen. Those two projects we're working on right now. Then there is a mini summer tour where I'm going to be in every month from now till wow, I actually thought it was till September, but I think it's till December. Every month I'm going to be somewhere playing with the band or doing a show with Ikenga Village. Now, a presentation, sorry. Now, also, we have Blaze the Mic NY. So Blaze the Mic NY, which is our media and entertainment company. Blaze the Mic NY, we do shows every other month. We have a show coming up. We just did our BTM Awards, where we honored a whole bunch of people that, a lot of good, I'll call them good friends in different sectors: music, education, health. That was in December. So now, because it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, we're gonna be representing 50th anniversary of hip hop. We have a couple of artists that's gonna be coming through for that. And but right before that, I gotta say, we are also celebrating 100 showcases. So we're celebrating our 100 showcase on May 25th, where we've been doing showcases for the longest. So this is our 100. And right after that, we're going to be doing the 50th anniversary of hip hop in Manhattan at on 54th Street. Now, we're going to have a whole bunch of hip hop artists that we are celebrating there. We have a lot of invited guests like Will Trax. We have some older guests like Koleurz, DJ Ron DJ Ron G.
Okay.
Yes, some of the old school cats. Rock from Helter Skelter.
Okay.
We're hoping that we could get through with EPMD and Sharak, first female MC.
Mm-hmm.
So these are invited guests that are we're expecting to show up at our show. Oh, we got Anselm Douglas. He did the song "Who Let the Dogs Out," soca. Mm-hmm. So yes, for that 50th anniversary, it's called the Night of Legends, and we're going to be having a whole bunch of legends come out that night.
Okay.
It's going to be performances. It's going to be a lot of it's going to be a good time. We're not only focusing on just hip hop legends. We're actually just focusing on everybody around that hip hop era. So it's not just the artists. We had some phenomenal photographers at that time. We had a lot of phenomenal dancers. There was a lot of dancers back then that did a lot of dances with Easy Mo B, with a whole bunch of them, Smooth B. There was a lot of dancers. All those people they acclaim for something, So yeah. We're going to be doing that. And then I have a tour. I'm talking a lot. I have a tour that is already started in January. So if you go on my page or my website, www.blazethemicny.com, you're going to see everything that I'm doing. Or you can find me on IG. And you're going to see we have women's empowerment events. We have some that just passed. This is Women's Month. Happy Women's Month to you. Yeah, so this is Women's Month, and so we just had a Mark Olson's event called Sister Empowerment, where we were just talking about women and how to help empower women in the rural areas, how to empower women that are just that can't empower themselves, or maybe feel that they're a little timid and need help, and then how to just live, as a woman and just be able to do daily things every now and then. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot of initiatives that we have a hairtastic. It's just so much. If I continue talking, I don't know if you so hairtastic. I'll end it with that. Okay, so we have wait, before hairtastic, we have IRA Festival, which is a cultural festival that every September we do it at the park, Roy Wilkins Park in Queens. So we have that coming up. We also have an all-white party, all-white boat ride, which comes up every August in Freeport. Blaze the Mic NY, between Blaze the Mic NY, the band, and the Ikenga Village, there's something every month until the end of the year, pretty much. So, yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So you have a busy 2023.
I
Yeah.
know. You
Yeah,
know,
so
everybody's trying to cram 2020 to 2022 into this one year. So,
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And happy Women's Month to you as well.
Yeah.
thank you, my
You are
sister.
you
Thank
are
you, Queen.
definitely doing your thing, and you have so many like multiple businesses going on at the same time.
Yes.
It's inspiring to see a female,
Thank
handle
you.
all these things and have that balance as well to be able to stay within your culture, but then also be able to go outside of your culture as well and give the people a good show and have different varieties of things that where even with the initiatives that you talked about, gun violence is very high right now, with everywhere, not just here in the US, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
having those
yes,
initiatives as well, I think is great to see
yeah,
someone in the industry actually taking that initiative to do that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome, awesome.
Sometimes I tell people that, it's easy. It's not easy to balance, but at the same time, if you can find balance in between your workplace, your family, and social life, if you can find some kind of balance, um, go for it. I look at my balance and I grab from people like you, to be honest. Seriously, you complete me because I have to go to my fellow women to like say, sis, what did you do today? How was your day? Now let me tell you about my day. You tell me about your day. Let's talk about it and let's see, what how can we help each other?
Right,
And,
exactly.
and I tell everybody it's enough to go around 1,000 times over.
Right.
So yes, and it's a lot of work to be done. Every time you drop your pen, something else will come up right behind that. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely. Well, Queen, I thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show
you.
with us tonight.
Thank
Um,
you.
I
You
mean,
made my day, Queen. And please, I'd like to make you an offer. Just before we get off, I'd like to offer you. So, the queendom. There's so many things I don't talk about. I didn't get to say, but I love being on your show. Thank you for having me. It's an absolute honor. There is a program, there's an event called the Queendom, October, where we crown women like you, queen. And we crown you, we talk about you, we give you your flowers and accolades, because what I'm the flower lady. I'm about giving flowers.
oh,
Oh,
thank you.
I call myself the goodie bag lady or the flower lady, because if I'm coming to your event, it's true. If I'm coming to your event, I'm bringing a gift. That's how I move.
Oh,
That's how I move. I'm not taking it to the grave of me. I can't carry it. I got to give everything God gave me away.
that's
And every
right.
time I give, I get back so much more that I still have to give away. So I believe in giving. Everything
Right.
about me is about giving. We call ourselves the what gift giving company, but it's about that. So October, there's an event called the Queendom. We're gonna crown you. I would love for you to put it in your calendar. I don't have an exact date yet
Okay.
because you know how it is. It's far away. We don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. So, but it's in October. But I can guarantee you that I'm gonna be calling you before then.
All right. I love it. Love it.
I
Love
can
it.
guarantee you I'm gonna be calling you for something like, hey, can you host? I like your voice.
Well, I thank you.
I really, you both made my day, because let me tell you, I was about to get. Oh, I got to tell you this real quick. You getting ready to be off, right? So listen to this real fast. I got a letter today, which made me almost. Oh, sorry, audience. This made me almost not get on your show today. I got a letter today, and apparently, somebody that I know, a friend of mine that I had helped out with a project, had actually taken my information and hacked my identity.
Oh, wow.
So they called me to tell me that I had a serious identity fraud situation, which happens to be crazy because right now I'm going to leave. After this, I'm going to the precinct to go do what they told me to do. They stole my identity, charged a car, charged it just so much charges on it. I'm like, what? How did this happen? People, be careful with your identity. Not
Yes.
even your friend, not even your family. Your social security number, which is how they got me, keep it like it's your life, like it's everything. It's
Right.
crazy. And you
Yeah.
don't have to have money. It's not about money. It's about using your identity because they don't want to pay their bills. If
Right.
somebody doesn't, yes, they'll come and get your identity, charge all the stuff to you, and remain clean. So I just had to throw that out there in addition to everything else. Yes.
Love it, love it. Well,
Yes.
Queen, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you.
It's a pleasure to have you. I'm gonna look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I'd like to reciprocate you guys coming on my show as well. Thank you.
Love it.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
thanks.
God bless. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Awesome lady. Awesome. I love
Yes.
it. Love
Yes.
it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love her spirit. Definitely love her spirit. But there's a lot going on right now, especially in the industry. There's a lot to pretty much catch up on. And just as she said, talking about the initiative about gun violence, again, and even with fraud, y'all
Yes.
take care of yourselves, especially out there on this internet. Do not let social media fool you.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because there's a lot of hacking going on, especially social media pages. So just be careful of who you share your information with. Also, be careful of the company that you keep to. So we're seeing more and more of men, women, shoot significant others, and then also a lot of school shootings that are going on as well. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of different things that are going on right now, especially in the world today. So just make sure y'all take care of yourself. We thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, and we will be back. Remember, every second and third
Third.
Thursday in each month, we always have the hottest interviews and also the hottest entertainment news. I'm your girl Nisha, aka Nisha the Voice.
I'm your boy DJ Gate, aka DJ Gates.
All right. See y'all. Good night.
Yeah.